5 side hustles that you can do as a student, and remember, all of these side hustles will be scalable, which means you can start with these side hustles, earn 20, 30,000 if you're doing it part-time, but in case you decide to expand it, scale it later on full-time, then you should be able to earn 2 lakh, 3 lakh out of these skills. And if not this, you should be learning certain skills that will help you later on in your career. And if the idea is to just do a side hustle to earn 20, 30,000 rupees, then I would definitely recommend you not to do it. Rather focus on upskilling yourself during this time, because that will give you much higher returns in future. So let's start with the 5 side hustles that any student can do, and we will start with a side hustle that is getting very popular these days, and that is around talent manager or influencer manager. So as you know, there are a lot of creators coming up these days, and all of them are looking for certain managers who can manage the brand communication for them, and definitely they are looking for part-time managers because the work does not involve full-time role. So that's why they are looking for part-time talent managers, part-time influencer managers, and students are preferred in this particular role because they should be able to understand social media, understand the recent trends that are happening, and at the same time be able to communicate with the brand as well. So you can start emailing the creators that you want to manage their profile. Basically, your work will be to manage the brand communication, negotiating with the brands on behalf of the creator for the collaborations, also doing the due diligence for the brands to make sure that the brands are a right fit for the creator. And the reason I call this scalable is because a lot of individuals started with this kind of a model only. They started with one creator, that creator got big, that individual started getting big and launched a full-blown agency which is doing revenues of crores now. And when you reach out to any creator, make sure you clearly define how you can add value to that creator. So you should have understanding of how the brand deals happen, the category of that particular creator, and also basic understanding of social media in general. And the reason the creator might agree to work with you is if they do not have a manager already. You do not charge them any fixed fee. Rather, you only charge them commission on the brand deals that you bring to the creator. So basically, there's no fixed commitment that the creator has to make. They only pay you a commission from what they earn. So I can also tell you that even a 5% commission on the brand deals can get you good earning. And we'll come back to social media because it is so popular and relatively easy as well. But let me open another side hustle for you that is relatively difficult, but the scale can be absolutely huge, and that is Etsy. Before I move ahead, this is my YouTube Studio Analytics, and as you can see, a lot of my regular viewers do not subscribe to the channel. This is something which is free for you but definitely helps me a lot. So in case you are one of the regular viewers and finding the information useful, do consider subscribing to the channel. So thank you for considering it, and let's move ahead. So you would be selling items on Etsy, but you would not be selling any physical merchandise that requires supply chain, transportation, anything of that sort. People sell a lot of items on Etsy, and you would basically be selling digital items. So these digital items are basically printables that you sell to a foreign audience, and I know people who are earning $1 million a month by selling these printables. And these can be very simple things. I know a lady who just sells templates for scheduling one's day. So basically those are like templates for planning your day, and by selling those she's earning more than $1 million a month. And you can also make certain things like activity books for children, coloring books for children, even comic books, a digital version of comic books that the consumer will get it printed at their end. And these things, with the advent of AI, making these kind of activity books have also become really easy. And how this works is, suppose you have made a coloring book, so the consumer will buy the digital rights from you and go to a Walmart store and get it printed. So this is a model that works really well in US and other foreign countries as well. In India, definitely there's no audience for this currently, so that's why you have to sell it on Etsy. Your major audience will primarily come from US. But remember, it's very difficult to earn money from this side hustle because the scale is massive, but you start earning very late as well. So you can definitely do this side hustle more to develop your skills, your selling skills and everything as well, and you can expect to get returns later on. So if you want to continue it for a longer period of time, definitely you can give this a try. The returns will be massive. Obviously, if people want to speed up their process, they can spend money on promotions and everything, but I would recommend go slow. Do not waste money on promotions. Just test the market and keep doing it in case you have a longer time horizon. And next, let me tell you about a side hustle, which if it does not work in the long term as well, you will learn valuable skills for your job as well. And that too for any job. And that is freelancing on Fiverr. And the kind of work that you will be doing on Fiverr would be around Excel, PowerPoint, and Word. So basically, a lot of foreign clients outsource these kind of work to cheaper markets. And obviously, because you're sitting in India, you have a price advantage as well. So a lot of modeling work in Excel is outsourced, and a lot of visual presentation work on PowerPoint is outsourced as well. And a lot of work around typing as well as structuring documents is outsourced for MS Word. So you can grab these opportunities. I know for a fact I was working in a consulting firm. So we used to outsource for the translation services that we required, and they used to charge crazy amount for just translating a deck from one language to the other. So these are the kind of work that you can definitely do. A lot of freelancing opportunities are there, but definitely pick up skills that will be helpful for you in future. Excel, PowerPoint, Word will be very, very helpful in any job that you take up after this. Next, we come back to social media, and the next side hustle is on content strategist, and it is very different from an influencer manager. Here, basically, you would be researching on content for a particular creator and also crafting content for the creator. But if you want to work with a creator, only being able to research will not help. You have to know a lot of skills these days, because you have to know copywriting so that you can probably help the creator with LinkedIn as well, and in writing certain material, writing captions, descriptions as well. You have to know SEO so that you know how to write titles, descriptions on a YouTube video, so that video can rank on the basis of keywords. And you can complement this with social media management as well, basically helping the creators with their upload, coordinating across 3 different platforms: Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, coordinating with video editors, graphic designers, and making sure the deliverables are uploaded at the right time in the right channels. So you can start with this, and once you get comfortable, you can automate this process and start working with a lot of creators doing the same thing for different creators, and that can get you a lot of money. And as I said, if you are thinking about starting an agency and a full blown influencer marketing agency as well, along with talent management, content strategy, social media strategy, this is also something that is definitely going to help you. So basically, you can deliver a complete package to any creator, any influencer. And you can do content strategies for brands and businesses as well. So you can make a full blown agency that caters to businesses, brands. So this can be a very scalable model. Obviously, you have to start developing the skills now. But if you really want to work with brands and businesses, they would require digital marketing agencies that can offer them full range of services. So one important service that these brands would require is around web designing, web development, and website management. And that's the next side hustle, around web designing. So web designing, I can tell you, it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of competition these days, so you will not be able to earn a lot through this particular freelancing work. Definitely you can earn some amount from this particular work, but it will be more about upskilling so that you can expand it to other services. Mostly as a digital marketing agencies, when they offer services around web development, that also has minimum fees, but they want to make sure that the other kind of services, they do not lose in the process in case they do not provide web development. So make sure you learn this particular skill. Obviously, you can keep the scale very low. If you're doing it part time, you can work for 1 or 2 clients, but that is more than enough. So I'll put some channels on the screen from where you can learn these skills. Definitely, if you're creative, you will be able to pick it up. So you can learn these skills, start freelancing for a few clients, see if you're enjoying the work, because I know it will take a lot of time and there'll be a lot of to and fro with the client as well. So in case you're enjoying it part time, and if you want to continue it long term as well or not, and you can figure it out for yourself. So these are the 5 side hustles. Remember, whenever I talk about such side hustles, I always talk about upskilling. Especially if you're in your early 20s or in your teens, you should definitely focus on upskilling, because you might earn a little bit less at this point of time, but the growth will be exponential if you focus on upskilling rather than the money.